Okay, we've gone through most of the basics. Let's talk about actually managing calls now, such as call transfers, blind transfers, sending someone straight to voicemail, putting them on one of these lines, so parking them on line 1, 2, or 3. So let's start by engaging a phone call. So I'm going to call our extension. So we are going to engage that phone call. And now that we have the phone call engaged, there's a couple things we can do with it. We can put it on a local hold by simply pressing hold. That puts the caller into some hold music. You can bring them back by hitting resume. You can also transfer the caller to another extension. There's a couple different transfers. We'll go over them real quick. So with the caller engaged on the line, I can hit transfer, and then I can either hit one of my hotkeys for who I want to transfer them to or dial the extension number. In this case, I'm going to do a consultative transfer to Ben. Now, Ben's extension is ringing. If Ben doesn't pick up, I need to cancel this transfer and go back to the caller. If Ben picks up, I can then say, "Hey Ben, I've got so-and-so on the line for you. Do you want to talk with him?" And if Ben says yes, I complete the transfer by pressing transfer. If Ben says no, what I do is I end the call. That's between me and Ben right now. And then I bring back to the caller, so I just ended that transfer. I'm back to the actual original caller. They're on hold on my phone now. I can resume and say, "Hey, I'm sorry, Ben's not available," or "He can't talk right now," or "He doesn't want to talk to you." And then I can say, "Would you like me to transfer you to his voicemail?" If the caller says yes, simply go to transfer, dial *125, Ben's extension number, and then hit blind transfer. That shoots the caller right over into his voicemail without any ringing at Ben's desk or anything. Now, if I had just hit transfer, dialed Ben's extension, and then hit blind transfer, the caller would have been shot over to his phone. His phone would ring approximately 5 times, then they would have gone to his voicemail after he did not answer. So that is putting a caller on hold, doing a consultative transfer, and doing a blind transfer. Now we're going to talk about this park button. So with the call engaged, call's engaged, we answer that call, and once we're on that actual call, the caller may say, "Hey, I need to talk to so-and-so," and you may say, "Hey, let me hunt them down, give me just a second." You can actually put them on park, which will park them in line 1, 2, or 3. Now that caller is on hold on this hotkey. Every single phone in your factory will be able to pick up this call by simply pressing this red line 1 and then picking up their handset. So you could go all around the factory, find them in the shipping department, on one of the shipping department phones, press this, pick up your handset, and you're back engaged with the caller. So that is a global hold, much like how you would put somebody on a line and then tell somebody, "Hey, it's line 1, line 2, line 3. That's actually called parking on the newer systems. So I'm going to hang up on that. What happens if this one's already in use? If you press park, it'll put them in line 2. If these are both in use and you press park, it'll put them in line 3, and after that you've used all of your parking lots. So that is all of the actual things you can do with fielding an inbound phone call.